9th, 1886 was the invention of the first automotive vehicle. It was by Carl Benz. Well, 10 years later, 1896, we saw the invention of a new type of automotive product. We call it the truck. And Daimler invented the truck in 1896. Now, from 1896 to almost 1947, the truck was used for work. It was a tool. It was not a vehicle like we know of today. It was not for style or aesthetic appeal. It was for work. But the truck changed with Chevrolet. Chevrolet, I'm behind a 1951 now. That 47 to 51 truck changed the game, and it gave the truck some style. It gave it some different function besides just carrying a load of wood out of the forest. The 57 truck that we are going to talk about today, we were invited into this client's home to do a pre-restoration inspection, to analyze the truck, to look at the vehicle, to see what had been done, and to discuss whether the client and City Classic Cars would be a great fit for one another. Right. So let's say you and I do a deal. We go through all the agreements. First thing I gotta do is look at the car, because you're asking me to finish it. Okay. So I gotta look at it, because when I'm finished and something's not right, you're gonna forget about shop 1 and shop 2, and you're looking at me. Visually, when I look at the metal right now, the metal looks solid. The fact that someone has already done the metal, it's no big deal to me. That's fine, that's acceptable. I don't have to do the metal over. So then I wanna look at the chassis. I wanna look at the chassis, just kind of see what's going on there. Put it on the rack and look at it and see what I see. Just wanna make an assessment. Then when I make an assessment, I'll call you and I go, this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong. This is the concern I'm seeing right now. And if it's a concern, I'll let you know right then. The vehicle sat for about 3 years. It sat in the client's garage, and the client came by one day and said, hey, I want you to do my truck, but I've had a bad experience. One of the toughest things in this business is when you've had a bad experience. You've had a bad relationship, because building a vehicle, it's a relationship between the builder and the client. It's a relationship like every great relationship that's built on trust. And when that trust is broken by one party or the other, or there's a miscommunication by one part or the other, it makes it very difficult to allow yourself to be vulnerable again, to begin a new relationship and start again. Fuel line, the brake lines, or something like that, but we would do that in the mechanical phase of it. I would want the tires and wheels. I want to get them, mock them up, put them on here, get what you want, and then do the stance and all that. Because one thing you're talking about now is that it's too low for you. So the main thing is we got to make it sit like you want it. So the challenge may be to make it sit like you want it. You may get back into having to spend a lot of money. That could potentially be something you have to look at. So if we took this truck with us today, when it comes in, we're probably going to assess it within 24 to 48 hours, if not the same day. I want to go through it and find out what you got, where we at, what's going on, whatever the hot spots might be on the work that's been previously done. That's what I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna say, hey, here's what's going on. It doesn't prevent us from doing body work. It doesn't stop that process. We're gonna go forward, but I just want to let you know what you're up against. Here's what you got going on over here. And you got time to think about it, but yet your truck keeps going forward.